ABC 7 News Midday starts now.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Johnny Atkinson, and this is ABC 7 News Midday. Well, just before 11 o'clock last night, a male suspect opened fire on off-duty Potter County deputies at the fair. One off-duty deputy and an off-duty firefighter who were also working at the fair were hit. Additionally, one bystander was also shot. Deputies returned fire, striking the suspect. The deputy and the firefighter and the bystander were transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect, however, was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. There will be a live press conference today starting at 12 noon. We'll be carrying that live at abc7amarillo.com. The fairgrounds will be opening to the public at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll have more team coverage at 5, 6, and 10.
Potter County deputies working off duty at the Tri-State Fair were involved in a shooting. A male suspect opened fire on the deputies, striking a deputy and an off-duty firefighter. Also working at the fair and a bystander. The deputies returned fire, striking the suspect. The deputy and the firefighter and the bystander were transported to a local hospital and treated for non-life-threatening injuries. The suspect was transported to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. At this point, the incident is being investigated by the Texas Rangers.
Well, now Corbin Vogus is here to tell us what we can expect for our weather today. Corbin.
Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty warm afternoon for us. In fact, it's been a very warm September overall. We've had 12 days so far where we've been above or at least at 90 degrees for the high temperature. But good news is a couple of cold fronts, hopefully.
Yeah, it looks like next week down to the 70s.
Yeah, for a day or two. It's going to be short-lived, though. Let's take a look outside real quick. Most of us in the 70s and 80s at the moment, 82 here in Amarillo. Winds, again, going to be breezy today. It's sustained as high as 25 miles per hour, so just keep that in mind. Dry eye index level 2 out of 4 for today. And again, Thursday is going to be a touch colder compared to the rest of this week, thanks to a well-timed front. Again, going to bring us down into the 80s for our high temperatures for the official start to fall on Thursday afternoon. We'll talk a little bit more about that second front this weekend. That one seems to have a better batch of cool air behind it. We'll talk about it in 15 minutes. Johnny?
Hey, well, thank you, Corbin. Well, career and technical education teachers were at Region 16 in Amarillo, and they were attending a session aimed at helping educators gain a better understanding of the CTE programs. ABC 7's Drew Powell reports why investing in the CTE is crucial as fewer high school graduates are going to college.
Going to college is so financially difficult nowadays, and it just may not be for everybody.
A recent report by the National Center for Education Statistics found a 7% decrease in the number of high school graduates nationwide enrolling at a four-year college. There are around 4 million fewer students in college compared to 10 years ago. More seniors in high school are choosing to go the route of career and technical education.
Some of these students can go out right out of high school earning $50 an hour. That is a great living.
A question facing students is, do the benefits of their education exceed the cost? That's why states like Texas are investing further in CTE to help prepare students for local, regional, and statewide jobs.
It's just an opportunity for students to show their expertise and to earn an industry-valued credential that they can take with them.
That's data from the labor market that helps determine the independent school districts in the Texas Panhandle which direction they need to go in when it comes to offering CTE for the next generation.
Also meet with business and industry professionals that will then help them decide which programs of study that they should be offering, where they should encourage students to start pursuing.
Before the COVID-19 pandemic, the country was facing a shortage of college-educated workers affecting every state and costing more than $1 trillion in lost economic output, according to the American Action Forum. Drew Powell, ABC 7 News.
Well, the BSA health system and Blue Cross Blue Shield are facing a December deadline to reach a new contract, and failure to do so could mean an increase in costs for those seeking health care. Blue Cross says BSA recently sent a notice of termination and a demand for higher prices. A hospital representative says BSA is trying to offset what the hospital calls extraordinary cost pressures. If they cannot reach an agreement, BSA would no longer be within the Blue Cross network, and that would lead to higher out-of-pocket costs for patients. Both sides maintain they are continuing to negotiate in good faith, and the current contract expires on December the 8th. And has America lost its faith? We hear this question often in reference to political leaders, but new data says that actual religion could be in trouble also. A new study says Christianity could be on its way to a minority among Americans in just a few decades. ABC 7's Trayvon Gay caught up with experts in our community to figure out why.
I first think of the very famous quote from Nietzsche in 1882, where he said that God is dead, we have killed him.
Christianity, far and away the most popular religion in America, is on the downswing. According to a report from the Pew Research Center, right now, around 60% of Americans say they identify with the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. But according to the study, Christianity could fall below 50% as soon as 2070. When I spoke with Minister Brett McCaslin, he feels that part of the reason is younger generations are not seeing the relevance of Christianity in their lives.
There are a number of factors that play into that. The 18 to 31-year-olds are looking for relevance. They're looking for churches that can provide some kind of relevance for their life, some kind of meaning.
Dr. Brandon L. Bang, a professor at West Texas A&M University, says religion is complex and that politics, gender, and even education can all play a part.
We could clearly also look at political reasons as well. No doubt both sides of the aisle have become hijacked by the extremists. We could also look at women as well. Clearly, the recent Supreme Court decision isn't going to help a lot of women who are in extremely Christian households or members of extreme Christian groups.
Another aspect mentioned in their study, novel religions. Both Pew and McCaslin say younger people have taken an interest in alternative faiths, all of which take a bite from the traditional American Christian upbringing. But Pew also says the data could shift, with anything from conflict to natural disasters, causing Americans to seek the comfort religion has provided for thousands of years. Reporting in Amarillo, Trayvon Gay, ABC 7 News.
Well, coming up on ABC 7 News Midday, dairy farmers are leaving California for Texas. Jane King has more from New York in the Texas Business Report. Stay with us.
And we have another hot afternoon today here across the High Plains. Many of us in the 90s again, but we have a cold front on the way tomorrow. We'll talk about how cool will be on Thursday. Just a few minutes.
Morning in the Panhandle. We're up and at it early, putting in a full day's work, getting the kids ready and off to school. At ABC 7, we're here to help you along the way and prepare you before you step out the door.
Covering local news to keep you informed.
And tracking your next weather maker.
As you rise, we shine. Start your day with ABC 7 Amarillo Daybreak, weekday mornings from 4:30 to 7.
The weight of auto body repairs can get you down. You may feel drained, uneasy, helpless. Your car just doesn't look like it used to. These are symptoms of car trouble. At ProTech Auto Body, we fix trouble. Whether the cause of your repairs are due to road construction, Mother Nature, or just accidental, our experienced staff will guide you back to that new car feeling. Side effects include pride, satisfaction, delight, and constantly having to answer how your automobile is so shiny. Only trust ProTech Auto Body to prescribe the fix to your troubles. ProTech Auto Body. We fix trouble.
The Tri-State Fair will be hosting the Evelyn Rivers Coat Project Night on Friday, September the 23rd.
For every wristband sold, $1 will be donated to the Evelyn Rivers Project.
Experience a night of family fun, food, games, and attractions, all for a great cause.
So come on out to the fair, enjoy your evening, and help our community support those children who need warmth.
At Advanced Imaging Center of Amarillo, we pride ourselves in our quality of care and experience for patients and family. Our dedicated team members provide a variety of services and options to accommodate your needs. We're devoted to caring for and serving our community in our state-of-the-art diagnostic imaging center. Call 806-351-8480 to get more information. 806-351-8480.
Your time is valuable, and life is already busy, so let us add a little more time to that busy schedule. At Aqua One, not only do we offer high-quality water, we also offer affordable delivery services hassle-free. For less than $1 a day, we deliver premium bottled water and 5-gallon jugs right at your doorstep, residential or office. To sign up or just get a free quote, call 806-353-9794 or visit our website at drinkaquaone.com.
Dish makes TV easy. Now with all of your favorite live TV and streaming apps, all in one place.
All right, here we go. Discovery Plus.
Because we know how much you appreciate having all you need, all in one place. Streaming and live TV all in one place. Dish, tuned in to you.
Well, 3 Texas restaurants have made the New York Times Best Restaurants list in 2022. And it's not just people. Cows are also moving to Texas. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. Dairy farmers are leaving California for greener pastures in Texas. Although the number of dairies in the state has declined by 94% in the last 70 years, farmers have been able to make up the difference through increased milk production. Well, insurance giant Centene will pay Texas $166 million in Medicaid drug pricing settlement. Texas is at least the 12th state to settle with Centene over allegations it overcharged for Medicaid prescription drugs. Texas Instruments plans a $15 billion in share buybacks and a dividend boost. The latest move marks 19 straight years of dividend increases at TI. And the New York Times released its list of the 50 best restaurants across the U.S. this year. It does feature 3 Texas restaurants. On the list are Kanji in Austin, Sister in Dallas, and Smoke and Ash Barbecue in Arlington. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
My auntie called me. She said, Uncle's had a heart attack. I needed him to be here.
Your heart isn't just yours. Protect it with Bayer aspirin. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin an aspirin regimen.
Busted? Original Gorilla Glue, of course. Works indoor, works outdoor. It's weatherproof, it's waterproof. It's versatile and incredibly strong for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Your brain is an amazing thing, but as you get older, it naturally begins to change, causing a lack of sharpness or even trouble with recall. Thankfully, the breakthrough in Prevagen helps your brain and actually improves memory. The secret is an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish. In clinical trials, Prevagen has been shown to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. Plus, it works faster than Claritin, and on first dose, provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. Be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here. Aspirin arthritis. Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods. Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspirin. With less moderate to severe eczema, why hide your skin if you can help heal your skin from within? Dupixent helps keep you one step ahead of eczema with clearer skin and less itch.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
When you've got to have crunchy tacos, it's got to be DQ. Right now, get 3 Texas T-brand tacos for just $5. We're talking zesty taco meat, lots of fresh toppings, and a crunch you can't resist. At 3 for just $5, that's a lot of for your buck. And nobody but DQ lets you top it off with your favorite treat.
That's what I like about Texas.
We get calls all over the state wanting to replicate this program, so I'm excited that it's back.
I'm excited but pensive. I got a lot of work to do now. So it's fast-tracking our business plan where we were before going to push into 6 markets in 6 years. We're doing 6 markets in 2 years now.
Register today at AmarilloEnterpriseChallenge.com.
Optimum Business is here with fast, reliable internet with speeds up to 1 gig to bring opportunities closer so you can go farther. Get internet, phone, and mobile with flexible plans and internet with built-in cybersecurity for just $69 a month. With Optimum Business, you get transparent pricing with no hidden fees and a 60-day money-back guarantee. Your future's only a connection away with Optimum Business. Plans start at $69 a month. Call or visit Optimum Business today.
As we age, we're all at greater risk for declining brain health, but there are ways to be proactive.
None of these things prevent, but they certainly can help slow progression.
Keeping your mind sharp, what you can control. Keeping you healthy, Wednesday morning at 6.
You nervous?
It's finally here. My lifelong dream of being in the FBI. We got this. We're feds.
And now, your Storm Surge 7 forecast with meteorologist Corbin Vogus.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We're taking a quick look outside at your Skycam here in Clovis, New Mexico. Not much going on out there. We've got just a few high-level cirrus clouds going on, and that's where we'll see a few more clouds build later this afternoon. But aside from that, should be a very quiet day for us, just on the warm side. Temperatures already in the 80s, pretty much area-wide, 78 in Tulia, 85 in Childress, and then 88 in Canadian. Our winds, again, also fairly breezy, which was expected. That's something that we'll see continue into tomorrow as well. Sustained around 15 to 25 miles per hour from the southwest. That downsloping wind going to help us warm up this afternoon. It's a good chance that we get up to at least 90 degrees. Just taking a look historically, we've only had 13 years where we've had at least 16 days of 90-plus degree days in the month of September. And we're already at 12 here in 2022 and have several more days to probably go for some more 90-plus degree heat as we get into the rest of this work week. So probably going to be one of the top 15 warmest Septembers on record for us, but again, hasn't come to a complete close yet, but we'll continue to monitor that. A few clouds this afternoon out towards New Mexico. If we get a shower going, probably just outside of the viewing area back towards I-25. A few more clouds on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. Here comes our next cold front. This may be just enough if it times out well with our daytime heating that we could see a few thunderstorms go up as it tracks further south, but that will be tailored towards probably those northernmost counties, mostly in the Oklahoma Panhandle. A 10 to 20% chance right now. The rest of us, very good chance we'll stay dry as that front does come through, but it does time out well with astronomical fall, which is again on Thursday. We'll have a high of 85 that day here in Amarillo, the average high being 82 degrees. In a northeast breeze around 5 to 15 miles per hour. A second front comes through this weekend. We'll also bring in some nice fall-like temperatures, but that will be short-lived. As we wrap up the rest of the month, it's a good chance we're going to be warmer than normal. Highs for today, 91 in Amarillo, 95 in Childress, 90 down in Tulia. If we see any 80s, they're going to be back in the southwest towards Vega, Adrian, and Clovis. For your lows tonight, they tumble into the 60s, and we'll have one more hot afternoon tomorrow before the front arrives. So a lot of us still climbing into the 90s. A few of us escape it. Boise City and Clayton, New Mexico, probably the best chance to stay below that 90-degree benchmark. Here's a quick look at your 7-day tracker. Fall-like weather on Thursday, sandwiched by a bunch of 90-degree days, 93 again on Saturday, and then our next cold front comes through this weekend. That one going to bring in some stout winds from the northeast, but also the main feature going to be some nice cool weather to kickstart next week. Johnny, back to you.
Hey, well, thank you, Corbin. Presentism, holding historical figures accountable for actions under present-day values, is back in the spotlight after HBO host Bill Maher criticized the practice. National correspondent Kayla Gaskins reports on how it's evolved in recent years.
The debate over presentism back on center stage after comedian Bill Maher's criticism last week.
It's the belief that people who lived 100 or 500 or 1,000 years ago really should have known better, which is so stupid. It's like getting mad at yourself for not knowing what you know now when you were 10.
Maher cited a column by American Historical Association President James Sweet, who wrote last month that, quote, too many Americans have become accustomed to the idea of history as an evidentiary grab bag to articulate their political positions. Sweet has since apologized.
But in today's world, when truth conflicts with narrative, it's the truth that has to apologize. Being woke is like a magic moral time machine where you judge everybody against what you imagine you would have done in 1066, and you always win.
The debate intensified in 2019 after Nicole Hannah-Jones, in her 1619 project, argued that slavery is at the center of America's national narrative. She says arguments against presentism are simply racist.
It has become clear that the 1619 project is used part of this larger message to stoke resentment amongst a significant segment of white Americans by saying they want to take your history from you.
In recent years, there have been efforts to rename buildings and institutions, remove monuments, and even change Mount Rushmore because some argue those honored, including George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, committed racial injustices. Republican governors in states like Virginia and Florida pushing back.
They want to have collective guilt imposed on people based on their race, and they want to scapegoat people based on their race. And in Florida, we say that is wrong.
Despite charges of racism, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and other Republicans pushing forward with what they're calling anti-wokeness policies, ensuring the debate over the past will continue for the foreseeable future. I'm Kayla Gaskins reporting.
Well, above average temperatures are sticking around through the week with a couple of cool downs in the next 7 days. Corbin will have one last look at the forecast when we come back.
Finding out you're pregnant is the start of a big journey, and figuring out your next steps can be overwhelming. Thankfully, WIC is with you at every step. WIC can help you get your footing right away with educational resources. For the entirety of your pregnancy, you'll receive food support and one-on-one nutritional counseling. WIC offers post-pregnancy support once your baby arrives. Take on pregnancy with confidence, knowing WIC is with you at every step.
Hello, folks. This is Paul Blake with Paul Blake Roofing. We've been serving the entire Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma Panhandle, and eastern Mexico for the last 44 years. Since 1997, we became the original distributor of Malarkey Roofing products, bringing you the Class 4 Legacy Shingle, the Class 4 Windsor, and also the Highlander and Vista series of shingles. We also do commercial roofing, and we can do a repair or an entire roof. Please call Paul Blake at 806-655-3094.
At Texas Furniture, experience a revolution in comfort of high-functioning design recliners that give your body the full relaxation it deserves, like the Primo, the Shimmer, the Grand, the Prestige, and the Hercules. Also a great selection of lift chairs that recline in wonderful fabric selections. See the many reclining sofas and sectionals, the Colton, the Westin, the Inspire, the Marvel, and the Showstopper. All only at Texas Furniture, 3600 Soncy.
Do you know the signs of foundation trouble? It usually starts with cracks in drywall or bricks, and windows or doors that stick. As it gets worse, you might see cracks in concrete floors, visible gaps around windows and doors, slopes in floors, or even a leaning chimney. If you see any of these, call Childers Brothers now. Small problems don't fix themselves, they just get worse over time. Call Childers Brothers today for your free inspection.
Integrity, honesty, unbeatable quality. Childers Brothers Foundation Repair.
Did you say 12 o'clock? Okay. See you tomorrow at 12. I can't hear clearly on the phone anymore.
Let me show you something that will change your life. This is a clear captions phone. It allows me to read what a caller is saying.
Really?
You can read what the caller is saying as they say it. It's easy to understand and respond to immediately.
It sounds expensive.
Actually, there is no insurance or Medicare required. The service is provided at no cost to you through a federally managed program.
Hi, Grandma. Hi, honey. How are you?
Give your loved ones the connection they deserve. Call now to see if you qualify.
There is no insurance or Medicare required. Clear Caption service is provided at no cost to you. We deliver, install, and train you on how to use your phone. Call 1-800-921-4979. That's 1-800-921-4979. Call 1-800-921-4979.
Well, a popular actor reportedly is returning to a supernatural role, and a comedian is taking to the director's chair. David Daniel has details in today's Hollywood Minute.
What if I told you that God and the devil made a wager for the souls of all mankind? No direct contact with humans. That would be the rule. Just influence. See who would win.
A Constantine sequel appears to finally be in the works. Keanu Reeves and director Francis Lawrence reportedly are both returning for the long-awaited follow-up to the 2005 fantasy horror thriller about supernatural exorcist and demonologist John Constantine, who finds himself at the center of the battle between good and evil.
When I was in my 20s, I would walk into propellers and put some Bactine on it. I was fine. And now if a pine cone falls near me, my spine implodes.
Patton Oswalt makes his directorial debut with his latest comedy special, We All Scream, in which he once again mines pain for laughs.
When things go wrong, I will try to fast forward to what will be the funny story that I'll tell about this later. And that helps me get through the now. I mean, it does mean that sometimes I don't live in the now as much as I should. But a lot of times, when people criticize people for that, you're not living in the now. But a lot of times the now sucks. So why not live in another time that's better?
Patton Oswalt, We All Scream premieres today on Netflix. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
So, Corbin, how's the day shaping up out there?
It's going to be a hot one, Johnny. We're probably looking at low 90s for our high temperatures, which is, again, going to continue to tack on some additional not triple digit, but 90-plus degree days. Already been a warm September for us. One last look at your forecast highs. 91 here in Amarillo, 91 in Tucumcari, 97 in Guyman, Oklahoma. So far, we've had 12 days where we've gotten to at least 90 degrees, and there's only been 13 years out of 130 where we've had more 90-degree days than not in September. So probably looking at one of the top 15 warmest Septembers on record for Amarillo. There is a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. Thursday is the start to fall, and we do have a front tomorrow night. We'll only climb to the 80s that afternoon, just a few degrees warmer than normal. A second front this weekend, that one seems to pack a bit more of a potent punch with it, with the cold air behind it. Sunday we'll have some breezy conditions, northeast out of anywhere from 15 to 25 miles per hour, and then winds will start to die down on Monday, but that really should be a pretty nice afternoon. 79 for a high then.
Yeah, temperatures dropping into the 70s. Will that continue?
It's going to be short-lived with that one as well, unfortunately. Probably looking at some mid to upper 80s next week as well.
Okay, thank you, Corbin, and thank you for being here for ABC 7 News Midday. We're always online at abc7amarillo.com.
Have a great day.
Confronted by a shameless 13-year-old.
She pulled the mace out and started spraying. She hurt her. If you cover for her when she's 13, you'll be covering for her when she's 23.
Judge Judy.
Today at 2 on ABC 7.
Fast. Fabulous. Taco Villa. Sounds good to me.
The Tri-State Fair will be hosting the Evelyn Rivers Coat Project Night on Friday, September the 23rd.
For every wristband sold, $1 will be donated to the Evelyn Rivers Project.
Experience a night of family fun, food, games, and attractions, all for a great cause.
So come on out to the fair, enjoy your evening, and help our community support those children who need warmth.
The flu. It spreads easily. And there are lots of ways to catch it. The flu is especially hard on older adults and small children. So keep your family protected, because getting the flu is easy, but getting the shot is even easier.
It's Wheels' 40th season, and because we're a show about letters, we're going XL.
Tune in for the chance to win trips or 40 grand.
Get your spin ID and watch
tonight at 6:30 on ABC 7.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Joe Puma. Stay with Storm Surge 7.
The following program is a paid commercial, which has been paid for by the advertiser whose products and/or services are featured in this program.
The following program is a paid advertisement for AAA Texas.
Who can you call when you need immediate help? Any time of day or night, even when you're hundreds of miles away from home. Always giving you and your family peace of mind, knowing that people, benefits, and services are there for you 24/7. Over 50 million members rely on AAA, America's largest motor club and most highly recommended major roadside assistance provider. A company built by members, for members.
Hello, I'm Brandon Johnson. Chances are you know AAA or have heard about AAA's legendary roadside assistance, but you might be surprised at what you don't know about AAA.
I use AAA for everything. I have AAA auto insurance, AAA life insurance. I use AAA for my travel. Roadside assistance, I use AAA for discounts at hotels. So as much as I use it, it definitely pays for itself.
I can't